This section is about culturing microorganisms. In this video, you will be shown how to prepare the following: a slope culture on nutrient agar, a culture in nutrient broth, and a stab culture in nutrient agar. When carrying out procedures, it is important to use sterile technique in order to reduce the risk of contamination. The air in the laboratory is not sterile, and microorganisms can form an invisible rain which falls on all exposed surfaces. A lit Bunsen burner generates an upward current of air, which means that working close to it reduces the chance of this contamination. To set up a new slope culture, first of all, this universal glass bottle contains a slope of agar, which has a culture of bacteria growing on its surface. The objective is to use this to set up a fresh culture without introducing contamination. First of all, slacken but do not remove the screw top lids from the top of the universal containers. A wire loop is then used to transfer a small amount of bacterial culture onto the fresh slope. However, prior to use, it must be sterilised in the Bunsen flame as shown until the wire glows red hot. Note the angle at which the loop is held, which ensures that the wire heats up quickly and evenly. Remove the lid from the universal containing the culture. It is useful to hold the top in the crook of your little finger. Flame the top of the bottle. Insert the sterilised loop. Try to have the mouth of the bottle facing away from you in case the loop is still a little hot and generates an aerosol. Use the loop to gently remove a small amount of the culture from the surface of the agar. Remove the loop, reflame the top of the bottle and replace the lid. Take the fresh universal, remove the lid and flame the neck of the bottle. Insert the loop and gently spread the culture onto the surface of the agar. Reflame the neck of the bottle and replace the top. Reflame the wire loop before replacing it into the bench set. Remember that you should label the bottle with the name of the microorganism, your initials, and the date. To set up a broth culture. In this case, the new culture is a liquid broth. As before, take a sterilised wire loop to remove some growth from the original slope culture, remembering to flame the mouth of the bottle. Use the loop to introduce the culture to the broth. Swish the loop back and forth to dislodge the culture. Reflame the bottle neck and replace the top. Again, reflame the loop and label as before. To set up a stab culture. This time a needle is used instead of a loop, and the new culture media has a flat top, not a slope. Sterilise the needle in the Bunsen flame as before Flame the neck of the original culture bottle. Roll the needle into the bacterial growth. Sterilize the neck of the fresh culture bottle. Introduce the needle into the new culture with a single stabbing motion down into the media and out again. The idea is to inoculate a depth of media from the surface down 1 or 2 centimeters. This technique is often used to ascertain a microorganism's ability to grow in the lower oxygen levels deeper in the media.